we need to hold these people accountable. If there's this money that's supposed to go to these employees losing their jobs, then they need to make that happen.
Union reps saying local leaders have not done enough to help the hundreds of carrier employees who have lost their jobs today, a decision more than a year in the making. Hundreds of carrier workers are now out of a job.
Yeah, more than 300 employees were cut today, with some 290 set to be laid off just 3 days before Christmas.
It is part of the company's plan to move some jobs to Mexico. Last November, Carrier agreed to keep about 800 in Indiana in exchange for millions of dollars in state incentives. But not all the jobs were saved.
Workers are getting a severance package and health insurance for 6 more months.
We're learning most of those laid-off employees are still looking for work, and the union, representing nearly all the workers, says that's real disappointing.
Yeah, 24-hour News 8's Eric Feldman found out why they say they wish the city of Indianapolis would do more, Eric.
Yeah, well, the leaders from that local steelworkers union say that before many of those jobs were saved, lots of politicians were clamoring for change and action, but since December, it's been pretty quiet, and they say they're particularly unhappy with the city of Indianapolis because they say they feel city leaders have not done enough to help its citizens land on their feet. A final goodbye for nearly 300 carrier workers Thursday.
You spend more time with them than you do your family. So I'm gonna miss a lot of them.
The end of a chapter. Many of these employees working at the air conditioner company for decades. Those jobs outsourced to Mexico. Some of those leaving Carrier, like Brenda, are retiring, but more than 200 hitting the job market.
Job market out here, the money they make here, they're not going to be able to really find that easily somewhere else.
TJ Bray is a spokesperson for the United Steelworkers Union that represents most of the folks laid off. He says he thinks the city of Indianapolis has not done enough.
And these people are leaving today, and we haven't heard anything about this supposed $1 million plus that's supposed to go to these people.
The city has pledged since April 2016 to use more than $1 million to help those workers losing their jobs. That's money Carrier returned in tax incentives to the city. But Bray questions where and how much of that money has been used.
We thought that money was going to go towards these people losing their jobs and helping them in any assistance that they would need.
In an email, the city says it has helped Carrier employees with a task force created by the mayor to figure out the next steps for those losing their jobs. But Democratic State Representative Carly Macer, who's on the task force, says it met sparingly, and a website geared for Carrier employees doesn't have information on it. Representative Macer also says this process is raising questions to her.
I have not seen a strategic financial plan as to what is going to happen with the money that is prepared to be implemented at this time.
The city also says it has hosted several job fairs, targeted reemployment efforts, and hired 4 people to help with career services at Carrier, among other efforts. Union reps say very few, though, have a job lined up.
We have a lot of single moms with kids. We've got, a lot of people with sick family members they're taking care of.
With another couple hundred set to be laid off in December, Bray says he hopes there's more progress to help these folks land on their feet. So we still don't have a clear estimate from the city on how much of that $1.2 million has been used. We did ask the city if they would expand on some of these efforts in an on-camera interview, but they declined that request.
Eric, you've been told there could be some more developments soon.
Yeah, that's right. In the next couple of weeks, we're told in that email from the city that there will be another announcement on some developments on how to help these Carrier employees that are laid off and the ones being laid off in December. But when we told TJ Bray that this was happening, his question was, well, why wasn't this done before the layoffs started? We've known about these layoffs happening this month. We've known about that over a year, so those were his questions. But we'll keep following the story and any developments.
All right, Eric Feldman with the latest updates. Thanks.
Well, the cuts are not a surprise to employees. This all started February 10th of last year when the company made the announcement it was closing plants in Indianapolis and Huntington and moving to Monterrey, Mexico. It became a huge issue for Donald Trump's presidential campaign, including at the first presidential debate back in September. Then December 1st, President Trump and Vice President Pence came to Carrier, announced a deal that would save some, but not all, of the jobs here in Indianapolis. And in May of this year, Carrier confirmed the timeline for when it would eliminate those 632 jobs in Indianapolis.